Now. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold, and as now all know, and I welcome to Kowokwe Radio television station. Station where they give a back to back as they hot. Make a rush close my door, but still on this same election matter and this tribunal problem with INEC chairman, the Labour Party. Finally. INEC and tinubu lawyers, they don't see any better thing to hold against you. They don't talk, say, they can't talk, say, for background, say, for backyard, say, even they tell the judges, say, Peter Obi's excellency, yes, his special excellency, he does not have a membership certificate of Labour Party. That one I talk. Yeah, what did the lawyer? How the lawyer talk up? Yeah, demo.
Well, we thank God that this case has successfully come to successfully completed the hearing today, and the next stage is for us to go into writing of addresses. Well, you must have. I'm sure that you know that INEC called one witness, closed their case. Second and third respondents called one, closed their case. APC had no courage to call any, and they closed their case. The witness for the second and third, the only thing I can say, I encourage you people, look for his deposition, place it side by side with the cross-examination. You make up your minds and find out whether the two of them are consistent. I don't want to go further into that. You can do the investigation. So I can tell you that we are happy the way and manner the hearing ended. We are very ready to react to the addresses of the respondents, which they must file in the next 10 days from today. Thereafter, we will file our reply. Thank you. God bless you all.
Notice you were very careful touching on membership.
Now, it's very simple. The membership of His Excellency Peter Obi has been determined by the Federal High Court, and they went on to Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal confirmed the decision of the Federal High Court. So it's a no issue. It's a judgment in rem. It's a no issue. So we don't want to edify anybody by joining issues with something that does not exist. You know, it's as simple as that. So I'll be surprised if they are not aware of these two judgments. If they are not aware of these two judgments, then it's not our fault. It's their fault. So that's it.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know, say it go surprise you too. When you do lie too much, you know, say in the beginning of line you go get plenty supporter, but when the lie don't come, they can't say make come prove the lie, make it become reality, make it come convince us. Say, wait till you they talk, no be lie. Say make it tell us in our tree they talk. that time you go know say even the friend of a liar will disappear. And I wait to do a I wait to do INEC now. Up all the weakness they say they go bring now only one he manage, you know, to come to court. I can't come to court again. They talk one or two say membership. So make it, I won't make you listen to this, my gentleman, my precious friend. And not only in him be my personal person for this journey. Benedict go explain the reason why they say the reason why they get Bible and Quran for court to make you know, say these two things is a sign of hope.
There's a reason why there's a Bible or a Quran before the witness box in a courtroom, and it's for the witness to swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because whatever the witness says becomes statement under oath. And there's something called perjury, which is lying under oath, making statements that the witness knows it's false and representing them as true under oath. That is perjury. And you would expect that somebody of the caliber of Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele should know this, because he was Tinubu's witness. It will appear that barely 24 hours after his juicy appointment to majority leader of the House, he is being called upon to deliver on why he probably was given the position, and he tried. But in trying, he may have gotten himself into a lot of trouble, because you would expect that Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele would know what it means to lie under oath. Not just because he is a serving senator, not just because he is the majority leader in the Senate, but particularly because he claims to be a practicing lawyer in the United States, and so he understands the United States legal system. You would expect that he understands what perjury is. But what does he do? He perjures himself. He perjures himself by making a statement that he knows, I know he knows, that that statement is false. Yet he proceeded to give that statement under oath. What is the perjury? When he was asked, and one would have thought that this would be coming from a Peter Obi's lawyer, but no. Tinubu's lawyer examined him. INEC's lawyer examined him. It was APC's lawyer that pushed him to perjure himself before the court of law. How did he perjure himself? The APC lawyer asked him to confirm that without a law, without a charge, there can be no conviction, to which he affirmed yes. And then he went on again to say that the U.S. court document that has been admitted into evidence by the court does not have any sentence or conviction against Tinubu in the document. And Senator Bamidele Okpeyemi confirmed it again as yes, when in actual fact it is a no. They pushed the narrative that there was no charge against Tinubu, but that was false. There were two charges that were brought against Tinubu, 18 U.S. Code 1956 and 18 U.S. Code 1957. And in fact, the question or the interrogation, the cross-examination of the APC lawyer on Okpeyemi Bamidele actually went on to ask the senator to confirm that there was no conviction or that there was no charge number. And he confirmed that there was no charge number. But there was a charge number. The charge number is 93C4483. That was the charge number. And there were two charges that were brought, 18 U.S. Code 1956 and 18 U.S. Code 1957. If truly Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele practiced or practices law in the United States of America, he would understand this, that truly there was a charge number and there indeed were two charges that were brought against Tinubu, and that there was indeed a sentence. There was indeed a sentence. So knowing this to be true, going under oath before the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal to confirm that there was no charge number, that there was no charges, and consequently there was no conviction, no sentence, that is lying under oath. Senator Bamidele Okpeyemi should know better. And must the Labour Party and indeed all well-meaning Nigerians And indeed the court should now commence perjury charges against Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele to hold him for perjury, to charge him for perjury, because he just perjured himself. He just perjured himself. I said it. You cannot support Tinubu and not look stupid. That's the minimum. But coming to defend Tinubu and lie under oath, misrepresent the facts under oath for somebody who claims to be a legal practitioner, who has a practicing license to practice law in the United States, somebody who has risen to the point of being a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and not just any senator, recently appointed majority leader in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, coming to perjure himself, to lie under oath. This must not be allowed to slide. Appropriate actions must be taken. He must be charged for trying to deceive the court by misrepresenting these facts. 93C 4483. That was the charge number. And in fact, I can confirm to you that there was indeed a sentence and a conviction. If you look at the final forfeiture order, it says that the court here, it is hereby ordered that the funds in the amount of $460,000 in account 263226700 held by First Heritage Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu represents proceeds of narcotics trafficking or were involved in financial transaction in violation of 18 U.S. Code 1956 and 1957, and therefore these funds are forfeit to the United States pursuant to 21 U.S.C. 881 and 18 U.S.C. 981. And it is further ordered that the First Heritage Bank shall issue a check in the amount of $460,000 payable to the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, and that these funds shall be disposed of according to law. It is further ordered that the court shall retain jurisdiction over this action in order to implement and enforce the terms of this decree of forfeiture. This is a conviction. This is a sentence and a conviction. This is an order of court. This is the final forfeiture order. Look at the word ordered, underline. So for Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele to confirm under oath that there was no charge number, there were no charges, and that there was no sentence or conviction is a blatant lie, and it's a misrepresentation of the facts, and that is tantamount to perjury. He perjured himself and must not be allowed to slide. It should be clear to you people by now. It is very difficult to defend Tinubu, not just without looking stupid, but without getting yourself into trouble, into unnecessary trouble. Look at now. Senator Okpeyemi has found himself in trouble, and we should take this up with him immediately. Look, I don't understand why people fail to see the truth or deliberately turn a blind eye to the truth. There is no reason, absolutely no reason for anybody to think that Tinubu is now the will of God because he was able to be sworn in, or that Tinubu should now be studied because he was able to force himself on Nigerians. No. You cannot, because an armed robber successfully robs a community for a period of 20 years, now ask members of that community to emulate that armed robber, or to study the armed robber in order for them to become armed robbers. You can't do that. You cannot ask members of a community that have been ravaged by kidnappers to now study that kidnapper and worship that kidnapper just because the kidnapper was not caught over a period of 20 years for them to now also become kidnappers. You can't do that. The mere fact that you have somebody who has these baggages around him make his way or force his way, by his own words, force his way into office. You cannot now, on the basis of that, now come to tell other Nigerians that they should emulate him. You cannot ask a community to emulate a prostitute or to study a prostitute in order for the community members to become a prostitute just because the prostitute has succeeded to build a house or buy a car with his or her prostitution over a period and was not caught. You don't do that. What is wrong is wrong. Tinubu has these baggages around him, so many allegations. He should answer to them. The annoying thing is that he has not even apologized. He has not even admitted. He has not even talked about all of these activities that he engaged in the past. Not once. It is people he pays to come, and then this one comes and lies for him under oath, confirming that there was no charge number when there was indeed a charge number, confirming that there was no sentence when there was indeed a sentence. And you will find that if you look deeper, I've done a video on this. It goes deeper into all of this and details what each of those laws are, what the recommended punishments for them are, how they arrived at the $460,000 US. Everything is detailed in that video. I'll leave a link to it in this video. Detailed there. The US justice system works. This happened to be a plea bargain, and it's because he was not the primary person they were after. And also, add to that the fact that he was not even in the US at that time. He probably would have been picked up and we would have had the full criminal trial. But the United States, their objective in their fight of crime, they do it and they want to do it in the most economical way possible. So they saw an opening in doing a plea bargain, and they did. Doesn't remove the fact that there's criminality involved, because the two charges that were slammed against Tinubu were criminal charges. And there was a charge number. And there was a sentence. And there was a conviction. So for Senator Okpeyemi to come and make this statement boldly, confirm what is not, is perjury.
So, you don't hear them? Not be true in the talk. Make I tell you, if you are living a life of lies, it's better you change. Because there is no how you will lie and lie. You still need a lie to cover up the lie. And it's okay. See you later. I don't talk my own, and I don't close my pressure advice to His Excellency INEC chairman is make you go repent because you never see anything. I talk and say not from Tinubu head you go start where they go say city president will be unseated. I don't talk my own and I don't close my make I hide my face on bye. Omani for what's